Hello everyone, welcome to Sneha videos. Children, listen to the video and take notes parallelly. Let us start then. We already discussed the three types of number system: natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So let us go for the next type in this video. Before starting the next type, I want to ask you a question that what is this representation called as? 3 by 2. It is called as fraction. It is an improper fraction because the denominator is less than the numerator. If the denominator is greater than the numerator, suppose it is like this, then it is a proper fraction, right? So if I want to represent these numbers, already we discussed 1, 2, 0, minus numbers. As we gave the names for these numbers, if minus are there, integers, minus and plus with 0 are integers, only from 1 positive numbers as natural numbers, and with 0 are called as whole numbers. But if I want to represent this 3 by 2 along with these numbers, then what name I should give for such type of numbers? So here 3 by 2. When you divide this 3 by 2, you will get 2 ones 2, 1 and here 0.0. So 2 5s are 10, which gives you a remainder 0. So the quotient will be a decimal expansion. Here we got the decimal expansion here. Means this 1.5 is nothing but your 3 by 2, right? Now if I want to represent this number which is a decimal expansion, I cannot give them the name as integers, right? I cannot give the name as integers because in integers you are not having the decimal numbers, and even the whole numbers in natural numbers also you are not having. Integers are nothing. In these integers only you will have all this, but I cannot give the decimal numbers. I cannot include these decimal numbers in integers. So in what type of numbers I should indicate, I should represent this fractional numbers? So you can ask me that 2 by 2 is also a fraction, right? But it is giving you the quotient as 1, which is a whole number or which is an integer. Here I am telling when the quotient is a decimal expansion, we cannot indicate in integers. We cannot represent them as integers. So such type of numbers belongs to which type? Suppose I gave you 3 by 1. What is 3 by 1? 3. Now if I ask you what is 3 by 0? It is an undefined number. If the denominator of any number other than 0 is 0, then it will give you an undefined number. So here 3 by 1 equal to 3. So this is a fraction, but it is giving you the quotient as 3, which is there in an integer. But here you are having the decimal expansion, the decimal number, which we cannot include in integers. So here also you make sure that when 0 is divided, when 0 is in the denominator of any number other than 0, then it gives you an undefined number. So here I want to represent such type of numbers in a group called as rational numbers. Rational numbers. So what are these rational numbers? So rational numbers are numbers which are in the P by Q form, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. So don't worry about this statement. I'll explain you clearly. See, here I'm telling that they are in the p by q form. What is this p by q form? P by q. For where p and q are integers. So here I am telling that p is an integer. Integer means you can write negative number, you can write 0 as well as a positive number. So here suppose I am writing -3. It is an integer, right? Q is also an integer. Here we are representing that Q is also an integer. So I'll write a positive number. So here you can ask me, teacher, here 2 is also an integer, but why Q is not equal to 0? If I write -3 by 0, here I am representing that Q is also an integer. 0 is also an integer, but it is not defined value. So for this only, here we are representing that Q is not equal to 0. Means this condition till here applies with numbers which are in p by q form, where p and q are integers. Here both should be integers. Both are integers, whether they may be a positive number or negative number. But this q, whatever is there in the denominator, it should not be a 0. If it is a 0, you will not get a defined value. It will be an undefined value. It will be an undefined value. So if I am writing -3 by 2, then it will give you a decimal expansion which is -1.5. This is a decimal number with a negative symbol. So it will be a rational number. Other than undefined value, this is a rational number. So here I want to give you some examples. -1 by 4. -1 by 4. Here it is an integer. Here it is an integer. It will give a decimal expansion. So it belongs to a rational number. Similarly, you can give as 3 by 2, 1 by 3 and so on. Now I want to ask you one question, that is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? Yes, because according to the condition, any number should have denominator other than 0. Suppose if I put 1 here, you'll get the quotient as 0. So 0 by 1 is 0. So 0 belongs to whole numbers and it also belongs to a rational number. Suppose I'm giving you 2. So I can put 1 as a denominator. So it will give you 2 as a remainder. So 2 as a quotient. So which is a natural number, which is a whole number, which is an integer, which is also a rational number. Because here the denominator is not 0. So it will be a rational number. So all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers are present in your rational numbers. Here I want to confirm you that all these 3 also belongs to rational number. All these 3 are present in rational numbers. So rational numbers are indicated with Q. So I can represent Q equal to set of integers and P by Q form numbers where Q is not equal to 0. Here I am representing only integers because your natural and whole are there in integers. So simply I can represent integers, and P by Q extra things are P by Q, and Q is not equal to 0. here no need to represent like P by Q. You can represent like A by B also. Why I am taking letters here? They are variables. Here instead of A, instead of B, instead of P, instead of Q, I can put any number. I can put any integer. Okay. So when we are writing in A by B form, we should represent that B is not equal to 0. So don't worry, don't buttify this statement. Here rational numbers are numbers which are in P by Q form where the denominator is not equal to 0. So we can also represent rational numbers on a number line. Here Q is a rational number. Here I am writing 0, 1 which is a natural number and 3 by 2. How I can represent natural numbers as well as rational numbers together on a number line? For this we'll make one more video. In that we'll represent rational numbers. We'll discuss how rational numbers are indicated on a number line. So here I told you that 1 by 2 is a rational number, and suppose I'll take as 1 by 3. This is also rational number, right? So some fractions are not represented as rational numbers. Why? Here we discussed that a decimal expansion is represented as a rational number. But here I am telling that all decimal expansions are not rational numbers. Why and how? So for that we'll see the difference between these two. 1 by 2. So if you divide 1 with 2, so here I should take 0, here 0.5. So here you are getting remainder as 0. Right? And here 3, here 1, 0, here 0, 3 3s are 9, the remainder is 1. Already we put here point, so we can write 0 here. So 3 3s are 9, 1, already point, so again we can write 3 here, 3 3s are 9, 1. So this goes on repeating, because here 1, here 1, 1, 1, 1, it goes on repeating, and this 3 also repeats. So here this is also a decimal expansion. I can write here 1 by 2 equal to 0.5, and it is giving the remainder as 0. Here 1 by 3 is 0.333 so on, and it is not giving you remainder 0. See, whenever a number repeats after decimal, if a number, the same digit, we can say the same digit repeats after decimal, then we'll represent as bar, 0.3 bar. Whatever number repeats, whatever digit repeats, we'll put it as bar. So here, this is also a decimal expansion. This is also a decimal expansion. So here, can we represent these two as rational numbers? If we represent, then what is this type called and what is this type called as? So here I'll give you some points that if a fraction gives remainder as 0, if a fraction gives remainder as 0, then, or you can say it as if a decimal expansion gives remainder 0, then this decimal is called as then this decimal is called as terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. So why it is called as terminating decimal? Because it is stopping at one point. The quotient is stopping at one point by giving the remainder as 0. So this decimal, whatever this decimal is there, this is called as terminating decimal. Whereas here, if for decimal expansion gives, or if a decimal expansion doesn't give remainder as 0, then it is called as non-terminating. Non-terminating. So here, as it is stopping at one point, we are calling it as terminating. But here the same digit is repeating, so we will call it as non-terminating. Means it is not stopping. It is not stopping. Here it is not stopping, but the same digit is repeating. So I can call it as non-terminating repeating. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. So here once again I'll explain you. So here, if a decimal expansion is stopping at one point by giving remainder as 0, then that is called terminating decimal. If a decimal expansion is not stopping at one point, then without giving remainder as 0, then that decimal is called as non-terminating decimal. If the same digit repeating, here it is repeating, so we can name it as non-terminating repeating decimal. Now you can ask me one question, that if a fraction gives some decimal expansion like this, 2.3576453 without repeating, then what is such type of decimal called as? What is such type of decimal called as? Simply we can name it as, it is non-terminating because it is not stopping. Not stopping in the sense it is not giving the remainder 0 here. When it will stop? When it gives remainder 0. When it doesn't stop? When it is not giving remainder 0. It is repeating. Here it is repeating, but here it is not repeating. Not repeating means non-terminating, non-repeating. So I can name it as non-terminating, not repeating. Non-terminating, not repeating decimal. So here, terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal. You remember one word, terminate means stopping. You are stopping at that point. So when you'll stop, when you'll get remainder as 0. When you'll not stop, when the remainder is not equal to 0. When remainder is not equal to 0, there will be continuity, right? So the same digit continues or no digit continues. So if the same digit continues, then it is called non-terminating repeating. Means the same digit is repeating. So I can give as repeating here, and non-terminating because the remainder is not equal to 0. It is non-terminating because remainder is not equal to 0. Not repeating because no digit is repeating here. Okay. So if the same, you can represent this too as, this is indicated with bar, but here there is no bar because there is no continuity of any digit. So now here, this is a decimal expansion as well as this is also a decimal expansion, as well as this is also a decimal expansion. But among these three, what are rational numbers? So here these two are rational numbers. These two are rational numbers. Then what is this type called as? A non-terminating, not repeating decimal is called as irrational numbers. irrational numbers. You can indicate with Q dash or you can indicate with letter S. Letter S. So from this I can write as terminating and non-terminating repeating are rational numbers. So the non-terminating, not repeating decimals are called as irrational numbers. So the rational numbers are indicated with Q. These are indicated with Q dash. So numbers which are not in the form of P by Q and numbers which are non-terminating, not repeating decimals are called as irrational numbers. So here we can also give this irrational numbers. We already told that 2.31756298 so on. If a digit is not repeating and it is not giving remainder 0, we can easily say here, if it is repeating, if it is continuing, then it is not equal, the remainder is not equal to 0. By seeing here only we can give that. If in exercises you will be asked this question, what is 2.315? Is this a rational number or an irrational number? So you should tell it as a rational number. Why it is a rational number? Because by seeing here we can know that here it is stopping at one point. If it is stopping here, means it is giving remainder 0, means it is a terminating decimal, means it belongs to rational numbers. Suppose I gave you 12.35 bar. 12.35 bar. So here bar means 5 is repeating. So if there is repetition, if there is continuity, then they are called as non-terminating. With continuity with the same digit, then it is called as non-terminating repeating. So it also belongs to a rational number. But here without any continuity of a same digit, it are called as irrational numbers. Now I can also give irrational numbers as under root of non-perfect square number. Non-perfect square number. Suppose I am taking n as a non-perfect square number. N, you can take any letter here, A, B, C, D, any letter. But here I am taking n, we can take any letter. Here I am representing square root of non-perfect square number as irrational number means, suppose I am taking root 2 here and root 4 here. What is under root 4? If you find out the prime factors of this 4, 2 2s are 4, again 2 1s are 2. So I can write here 2 into 2, which is 2, which is a natural number and which is also a rational number, because all natural numbers are whole and integers and they are rational numbers. But here 2, if you find the prime factorization of 2, 2 1s are 2, 1 1. So I cannot write it as a square of any number, right? So root 2 is an irrational number, because this root 2, when you find out the square root of 2, it will give you a decimal expansion 1.414 and so on. How this decimal expansion we got means, we'll discuss this in the next video. So here root 2 equal to 1.414. Here children, what is this type of number called as? It is a decimal expansion and it is not giving remainder 0 and it is not, the same digit is not continuing. Here there may be some other number we'll discuss in the next video. So this belongs to an irrational number. So irrational numbers are also represented on number line by using Pythagoras property. How? By using Pythagoras property, how we can represent this number line, we'll discuss in another video. So children, let us recall all the things. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole numbers starting from 0 and integers, the negative numbers and the whole numbers are called integers. Rational numbers, all this means an integers and the p by q form numbers. Here you should give the condition that p is not equal to 0. Okay, and irrational numbers which are not in the p by q form, not in the p by q form. Rational numbers, p by q form numbers, q not equal to 0. Irrational numbers are not in the p by q form numbers. And this thing you should remember, that irrational numbers, root of a non-perfect square number is always an irrational number, whereas root of perfect square number will be a rational number. Okay, so I can represent like this. All natural numbers are there in whole numbers. Suppose I am taking here 1, 2. 1, 2 are also there in whole numbers. What is the number which is not there in natural number but it is there in whole number? It is 0. Now all in whole numbers are there in integers, right? What are the extra numbers which are there in integers other than whole numbers? They are the negative numbers. Suppose I am taking -2, -3. Now all these integers are there in rational numbers. What are the numbers which are not there in integers but are there in rational numbers? They are the decimal expansion. The decimal expansion. Now here I am telling that irrational numbers are not p by q form numbers, means they are not, these numbers are not there in this type, right? So here I can write q dash. So these are irrational numbers. Now the group of rational numbers and irrational numbers together are called as real numbers. Are called as real numbers. These are represented with letter R, capital R. Rational q, irrational q dash, and real numbers are represented as R. So natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, this group is called as rational numbers. And the extra thing which is there in the rational numbers is the p by q form numbers. Here irrational numbers, you will have non-perfect square number as well as the non-terminating, not repeating numbers. Okay, so I can state the real numbers as, so real numbers means the rational and irrational numbers together represented as real numbers. So let us recall all the number types. So first one is natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on are natural. Whole, we are including 0 to these natural numbers. Integers, if we include the negative numbers to the whole numbers, they are integers. Next, rational, if we include p by q form to these integers, are called as rational numbers. Irrational, which are not in the form of p by q, and here you should remember that root of non-perfect square number are irrational numbers. Now these all things are there in real numbers. All these type of numbers are called as real numbers, and this system of numbers, arrangement of these numbers are called as, or representation of these numbers is called as number system. So this is all about the number system. In number system, it is nothing but real numbers. In real numbers, you will have both rational and irrational numbers. In rational only, you will have integers, whole and natural. So this is all about number system. I hope you understood. So if you understand, please like and share my video, and don't roam, don't go outside. Children, please listen to your parents. Please take care of your health. Thank you.